They told you that energy is scarce, that you have to work most of your life just to keep the lights on, the heat running, and a roof over your head. They told you that illness is random, that poverty is inevitable, and that suffering is just how it is on planet Earth. But what if that story is already collapsing? What if, right now, there are technologies waiting in the wings that completely rewrite what it means to be human on this planet? Imagine this. Somewhere in a quiet, guarded lab, there's a device the size of a backpack. No noise, no exhaust, no smoke, just a soft, pulsing glow. That single device can power a city the size of Los Angeles. Streetlights, homes, hospitals, transportation, all of it, without burning oil, gas, coal, or anything at all. Just tapping into the invisible ocean of energy that fills all space. This is the promise of true free energy. Not as science fiction, but as a suppressed reality. Technologies based on zero-point energy, advanced electromagnetic fields, and quantum resonance that make fossil fuels look like Stone Age campfires. When these devices are finally released, the monthly bills that keep you up at night, electricity, heating, fuel, simply disappear. No meter to read, no pipeline to protect. Energy becomes like air, always there, always available, impossible to privatize in the old way. Now shift to another room in that same future. You're lying comfortably on what looks like an advanced medical bed, but it doesn't cut, burn, or poison your body. It reads you. Every cell, every strand of DNA, every energetic imprint from trauma, toxins, and stress. This is medbed technology, quantum healing systems that scan the body at its most fundamental level, using light, sound, and subtle fields to recalibrate you back to your original blueprint. Chronic disease, degenerative conditions. In this paradigm, they're not life sentences. They're patterns that can be corrected. Organs can be regenerated. Nervous systems can be reset. The body's own intelligence is amplified and guided back to balance. Hospitals of the future are not factories of pain and debt, but sanctuaries of restoration where the concept of incurable quietly fades from our vocabulary. Behind all of this sits a new kind of intelligence, quantum computing, and advanced AI aligned with a higher ethic. Right now, systems are used to track you, sell to you, and keep you inside a maze of financial servitude. But imagine those same levels of processing power tasked with something entirely different. Mapping resources in real time and distributing them where they're needed most. Eliminating bottlenecks, corruption, and scarcity by design. Creating a transparent, decentralized, post-scarcity economy where no one is forced into slavery, physical or financial, just to eat. When quantum systems are used in service to life, the very idea of owning other beings or trapping them in debt becomes obsolete. Contracts based on exploitation dissolve because the underlying technologies no longer support them. Now picture the basics of life: water, food, shelter, handled at a level our ancestors could only dream of. Every community has access to clean water filtered and structured at the molecular level. Polluted rivers and poisoned aquifers are restored using advanced nanotech, bioengineering, and AI-managed cleanup systems. The weaponization of food ends. No more manufacturing scarcity. No more chemical-laced products designed to hook you and make you sick. No more playing God with seeds while people starve. Instead, we shift to abundant, clean, conscious nourishment. And then we go a step further. Remember the replicator from Star Trek: The Next Generation. The captain says, "Computer, hot coffee," and the drink appears in seconds. Now imagine a device, about the size of a typical microwave, sitting in your kitchen. You step up and say, "Fresh salad with living greens, warm soup, perfectly seasoned, organic fruit, ripe and sweet." Inside, advanced matter rearranging tech, 3D printing at the atomic level, guided by quantum blueprints, assembles exactly what you asked for. From basic elemental substrates, no slaughterhouses, no massive monocrop fields, no shipping trucks crossing continents, just so you can have breakfast. Food is created on demand, exactly when you need it, tailored to your body's current needs, with zero waste. Our dependency on eating animals finally relaxes, not because someone forced us to stop, but because a kinder, cleaner, more efficient option is available to everyone. The morality and sustainability issues of the old system dissolve as the new one simply outgrows them. And what about all the jobs built on struggle and survival? Trash collection, dangerous factory work, endless manual labor that crushes the human spirit. These roles begin to transition to androids and robotic systems, designed for stability, endurance, and repetition. AI-managed sanitation networks convert waste into raw materials. Cities become clean, self-sustaining organisms instead of concrete landfills. Humans are no longer required to trade their health for a paycheck. The question, what do you do for work, shifts into, what do you create? What do you explore? How do you want to grow, share, and serve? People are free to learn, travel, and express the deepest parts of themselves because their base needs are unconditionally supported by a planet-wide infrastructure of abundance. Energy is free, water is clean, food is instant, healing is accessible. Time is yours again. This is not just about money. It's about dignity. When no one is scrambling for survival, war loses its fuel. Manipulation loses its leverage. Fear-based control grids begin to crumble. In a world where a small box can feed a family for life, and a small backpack can power a megacity, who needs to hoard? Who needs to dominate? Wealth stops being a pyramid and becomes a field. Everyone bathing in the same shared frequency of enough and more than enough. Is this guaranteed? No. Is it possible? Absolutely. In many timelines, it is already unfolding. Right now, you are alive in the transition zone, the messy, chaotic overlap between an old world built on scarcity and a new one built on resonance and abundance. You may not see medbeds on every corner yet. You may still pay bills and worry about your next check, but underneath the visible layer of reality, the blueprint of this future exists. Inventors are quietly building parts of it. Consciousness is rapidly shifting toward it. And souls like you, starseeds, lightworkers, system breakers, bridge builders, are here to hold the vision, anchor the frequency, and refuse to accept the lie that this is as good as it gets. This is truly an incredible time to be alive. You are standing at the dawn of an age where energy will be as free as sunlight. Healing will be as normal as breathing. Food and water will flow where they are needed, without conditions. And the value of a human life will no longer be measured in hours sold, but in light expressed. We are not just waiting for this world. We are midwives to it. We are remembering it into existence. And somewhere in the near future, you may look back at this moment, at your fears, your doubts, your hopes, and realize you were there in the final days of artificial scarcity, standing on the threshold of a civilization that finally chose to live like a family on a planet that finally remembered how abundant it has always been.